There is also growing concern tonight about the health of the salmon population in the Pacific. A lice infestation is depleting fish stocks. CTV's Melanie Nagy now on the underwater epidemic.
Those small brown dots are sea lice. The marine parasite feeds off salmon skin and blood to survive. While adult fish are generally not harmed, juveniles can be killed when infested.
These wild salmon populations, sadly, are on the verge of extinction and just can't take these kinds of mortalities.
While sea lice occur naturally in the ocean, there's long been concern over outbreaks on aquaculture farms, where open net pens make it possible for lice to move from farmed fish to young salmon migrating past.
The control of sea lice on the fish farms is something that the industry has never been able to crack.
Bonnie Glambeck's conservation group monitors sea lice. Like past years, she claims there's an increased number of infected juveniles.
Every year that goes by, and these fish farms are allowed to get away with polluting the waters, and it's just wiping out another generation of wild salmon.
Fish farms report lice counts and work to combat the problem. But according to a recent report, a regularly used pesticide called Slice is increasingly less effective.
It's going to be more difficult for salmon farms to control sea lice outbreaks on their farms because the sea lice appear to have gained resistance to that main tool used to protect against them.
Brian Kingset is with BC Salmon Farmers Association. He says industry has warned the federal government and are calling on Ottawa to approve new pesticide options.
There are other anti-parasite agents that have been approved in other areas of the world, and we would certainly like to add that to our toolbox.
Kingset also says farms do not solely rely on Slice to kill lice, but use other methods such as specialized delousing boats.
About $100 million has been spent on these physical treatments, but they're not as effective.
As for the federal government, it has yet to say whether it will approve new lice-fighting pesticides. Melanie Nagy, CTV News, Vancouver.